Have you heard, or rather felt? It's hot outside. Yeah, and I could really use a six-pack.
Of what? Water. Because we can't drink here on TV, you know that, right?
No matter the temperature?
No.
No. I was actually thinking of something a little lighter. I was thinking about maybe a six-pack of history.
Oh.
Yeah. And a little birdie told me that our friend Jim Duffy of Secrets of the Eastern Shore, who happens to be here right now, has a Tilghman Island six-pack. That's it. I've never heard
really?
of that.
A Tilghman
You've never
Island
done this
six-pack.
before. Yeah.
I have never done this before. I figured maybe folks got a little tired of me doing the long stories, and I just do this quick bam, 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 bam.
Six up. Okay.
Six-pack.
All right. So what do we start with?
Let's start with woolly mammoths.
Woolly mammoth?
Woolly mammoths. Woolly mammoths. So we're on Tilghman Island. Everybody knows Tilghman Island, Talbot County.
Right.
Beautiful place to go visit. Everybody should go there. The oldest Native American artifacts on Tilghman Island are 13,000 years old. Now let me put that in perspective. The Chesapeake Bay is 3,000 years old.
Oh, wow.
13,000 years ago, it was still the end of the Ice Age, which means there were almost certainly woolly mammoths running around on Tilghman Island.
On Tilghman Island.
They're, well, you've seen the movie Ice Age. The
Right,
kids'
yes,
movie.
right.
Just like those.
Okay.
And they were like, I forget, 12 feet tall, 8 tons, and there were people there who were hunting them. I bet some hunters out there are excited by the prospect.
Yeah, let's go.
Tilghman Island got its name. Tilghman Island
two.
got its name from a guy named Matthew Tilghman
Okay.
in the 1700s. His family owned the island. He lived across the way in Sherwood. And he is kind of like a unfortunate footnote in Eastern Shore history. We just celebrated the 4th of July, right?
Right.
There's no Eastern Shore of Maryland person who signed the Declaration of Independence. Matthew Tilghman was a big deal in Maryland. He was involved in all these causes associated with the Revolution and everything like that. He was at the Continental Congress. July 1, July 2, July 3. He's got to leave to come back to Annapolis to chair a meeting. And so Tilghman Island lost its chance to be named after a signer of the Declaration.
Oh,
Missed it by that
man.
much.
Just between us birdies.
Yeah.
There's some people in history who think he chickened out and he didn't want to sign it. But don't.
Hey, that
We
was-
won't
Let's-
tell anybody.
we won't go.
Okay,
All right?
top number 3.
All right. Number 3, the Tilghmans eventually start selling land. We're in the glory days is number 3.
Okay.
And you head into this oyster gold rush period, and I just want to give you some measures of how big a deal Tilghman Island became. The Tilghman Packing Company had 600 employees, shuckers and pickers, and 600 employees.
Wow.
But this is the one that kills me. 4 post offices. Four post offices, 1 in each of the big neighborhoods, 3 schools.
Oh my goodness.
It was a big, prosperous, huge place.
Wow.
They
Okay.
even had a movie theater.
Number 4.
Well, it wasn't really a theater.
Okay.
It was a guy showed movies under a tent outside the firehouse. 1908, super early, like before Charlie Chaplin and all that.
Right.
The only movies available to him were all basically the same movie. They had Damsel in Distress. They had The Leering Villain. And it was the same movie over and over and over again. The guy, I think his name was Hode Taylor, the guy who ran it, when people got bored, he would run it backwards or he would turn it upside down. And the people on Tilghman Island loved him.
They loved it because it was
loved him
different.
for that.
They know how to have fun. All right.
right.
So number 5.
Number 5, we will jump up to modern times. The most famous quote about Tilghman historically is, "It's just a place where people get up and go to work," which is a great thought about what the place is. Now you might think, and you'd be somewhat right, that it's a little bit less true now. There's, retirees
Right,
and
yeah.
tourists and all that coming in. But as of 2022, the drawbridge leading onto Tilghman Island was the busiest drawbridge in the United States of America.
Really?
Going up something like 12,000 times a year, 30 times a day.
How about that? Steve?
That
Go
is
to work.
very
Last one,
interesting.
my
This is
favorite.
it? Number 6?
And
Last
number
one, my
6.
favorite. The bank. You remember the old bank building on Tilghman Island? You've been there? It's probably, most people will remember it as where the late, great historian Gary Crawford had his bookstore.
Okay.
That's where it was. I was giving a talk a few weeks ago to the Wicomico County Historical Society, had the good fortune to share a table with a gentleman named Bob Freeman. Bob used to work for Maryland National Bank. And he told me a rumor, which he later checked up on with other employees and confirmed, that in that bank, when it was operating as a bank, if anybody ever hit the button to set off the alarm. Not sure how this worked technically.
Right.
The drawbridge.
The drawbridge would open.
Mr. Sutton, Mr. Dillinger, Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, my goodness.
You're going to have to stick around and enjoy a little Tilghman Island hospitality for a while.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's a great story.
Wow. That is a great six-pack.
No kidding.
Yeah, just be sure and recycle
There
your
you go.
cans, okay?
All right.
Yeah, please
You
do.
think we should try another six-pack sometime? For some
I
other-
love it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you
Jim
so
Duffy.
much, Jim Duffy.
Thank you.
Secrets of the Eastern Shore.